Good, whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express, coming to you from the old STD in Deckerville, where dreams come true.
Dreams do come true here at the old STD, the Silver Tavern, Deckerville.
Everybody saw that.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel Jr. joining us. Silent S is still here. We
Silent as ever.
Talked about Wagyu over the break. We love it.
Yes. So good.
Oh, it's something that's amazing.
So, I mean, I know you've had the Wagyu fat and stuff at my house, like in the burgers, but have you had an actual Wagyu steak?
I have when I was in Japan, actually.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. From what I understand, it's cheap over there.
We went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and it was on the menu.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, I was probably 12 a size deep, but it was pretty fucking good.
They've lied to us here, telling us that, like, oh, Angus is the best beef. It's not.
Angus is good. No,
It's
don't
good.
discount Angus. Angus is good, but
But it
Wagyu,
does not. It does not compare.
So here's the thing: when I was in Japan with my brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, he's still my brother-in-law. I'll always be my brother-in-law. We went and took the ladies, my ex-wife and her sister, to a Brazilian steakhouse there in Tokyo. And here was the deal. It was all you can eat, all you can drink. It was 110 American, but all the top meats were on, all the premium beers, everything. And by the end of the night, they were looking at both my brother-in-law and me and be like, kind of got to go. Because like I said, I was drinking a size, and they were the tall ones, and I probably had 15 of them.
Oh, geez.
And I easily ate 4 pounds or 5 pounds of meat that night. I didn't even. So don't go up to. They have the salad bar. Don't.
Yeah, no.
That's a fool's game right there.
Yeah.
Sit there and get all. Keep the card out. Keep the green.
That's the penny slot.
So if you've ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse, they have the little card for each individual person. It's green or red. If you are ready for more anything and you're willing to whatever they bring around, they bring them around on skewers. They slice it right for you. You keep the green out. That green was out for 3 solid hours, and everybody's just like looking at us like,
You go home.
Jesus, right? So God bless my brother-in-law too. Funny story after that, postscript. We had the kids too, but we had hired a babysitter. We stayed in a military hotel because he's a naval JAG attorney. And
thank you.
The babysitter was only good till midnight. And we couldn't find a taxi, and it was probably 11:45, and we were like 7 blocks away. After eating all that beef, he's a runner. He ran all the way to the hotel to relieve the fucking babysitter so we didn't have to pay. I think it was going to be like an extra $50 American or something extra.
Well,
what a hero! Like, heroes don't always wear capes, man.
Yep.
They drink a lot of beer, eat a lot of beef, and then run 7 or 8 blocks. Yeah.
Damn.
My brother-in-law's a beast. I miss him. Tim, I miss you, man. I miss hanging out with you.
Well, I know I've told the sushi place story, but that was the best part is when the old guy that owned the place comes walking out, and he's got you go in there, and they've got these sheets that you can order on. And the guy that we were with just wrote 2 and drew a line through everything. And he's like, you want 2 of everything?
Didn't they close the place down?
Yeah. He goes, really, 2, everything? The guy's like, yeah, just bring us 2 everything. I closed down. I shut down. I can't serve nobody else.
So the beautiful thing was at Tokyo too, when we were there that night, it was a Saturday night. So if y'all don't know, in Japan, they are serious about business. They work 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. So Sunday's their day off. So Saturday nights are their night to just fucking let it all hang out. And it's so great because being an American there, they love it. And you walk through, and a lot of bars are in basements. You just hear, and they love karaoke. Mm-hmm. So they love Elvis. So you just hear these terrible renditions of Japanese people singing fucking Elvis, pouring through the streets on a Saturday night.
Kind of like a fucking when you're doing an all-you-can-eat, and you're at
right.
Kind of like a casino. They're fucking making you guys rumble and everything.
Right.
Throw it up. Get out. Get out.
Get out. You leave
like
now.
A cooler. They're like a cooler.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to hold that picture up.
Rocky Milo. So, no, Japan was the best, man. I'd go back and out, but it was the company too. It was a great trip. And at the time, I was in the throes of working for Boeing, and we had lots of disposable income. So like spending $10,000 on the trip didn't mean anything. So it's fun when you can do that, man. It's really fun.
It wasn't Japan, but Poland was the same way for us. We went over on the company dime, and and so it was just crazy. Way more partying than work. They do not work 6 days a week in Poland.
So going back to the Wagyu, is that what you call it?
Wagyu, yeah.
So what makes it like extreme? What's it taste like? I mean,
so it's marbled with fat, and it's a lot of how they raise it, what they feed them, and there's word is, and I'm not, correct me on this, but I believe they make sure they exercise them a certain amount of time a day.
They really don't.
Or is it the opposite?
I actually watched. It's all about the feed and the breeding.
Okay.
So the stuff. It's weird. The stuff that they feed them looks like green peanut brittle, and that is the main part of their diet. They don't get a tremendous amount of grains, and then they're able to graze as they want to. But they give them this like green peanut brittle, and it is like a high vitamin, high fat, high everything, but it's really just the breeding. They've been able to replicate it in Australia. Australian Wagyu is really, really good. For some reason, we can't bring them into the U.S.
That
to raise
breed?
them. Yeah.
why is that?
Thank you.
Something with customs laws, we haven't cleared it yet for them to be grown here.
So Angus are the American Wagyu kind of pretty much.
and it's, I mean, Angus is good. Don't get me wrong. I love a good Angus steak, but after you've had a Wagyu steak, it does not really compare.
Well, that's why I'm asking. What's your palate saying
it
to you?
melts in your mouth.
It's like butter.
So whatever you season this with is going to take the flavors, because that fat's going to hook it up, because it's so marbled with fat that all of that is going to render, that flavor is going to render down in. And that's the key. You got to get a good sear. You got to get a good temperature internally, but you don't want to overcook it like anything. But you want that fat just to render. And it creates almost like honey, man. And when you eat this and you season that just perfectly with whatever your heart desires, for me, salt, pepper, some garlic, great.
So this is my process when I cook one. I dry brine it. Do you know what dry brining is?
I do not.
Basically, you salt it pretty heavy with like a flake salt or a rock salt. I use a flaked sea salt, and I salt it pretty heavy. Put it on all sides, edges, everything. Put it on a cooling rack on a tray. Put it in the fridge, uncovered, overnight. You're gonna come back. There's not gonna be any salt on that thing.
It's going to absorb all that.
Really?
So basically, it makes the meat sweat, kind of, and it dissolves that salt, and then it all goes back into the meat. Then you salt, pepper it, lightly salt it, pepper it, and garlic powder.
Wow.
And you put it on I split the grill in half. I only have fire on half the side. I put it on the side that doesn't have any fire. I spin the grill. I got a Weber grill. I spin it so that it's over the fire. Leave it there for about 2.5 minutes. Spin it back. Actually, I flip them over onto the side that hasn't been on the heat yet.
You want to, this is the sear.
Right, because you don't want grill marks on it. The fat that's in it will burn pretty easily. So if you put it on a really hot grill, like on the super hot side, it's just going to burn it.
You might as well get the baking powder out.
Yeah. And so you put it on the cool side, then you spin it back around. You 2.5 minutes. You put it back on the cool side again. After that, I temp probe it, cook it to I think 135.
Well, yeah, that's about right, 135.
And then pull them off. Let them rest for 10 minutes. Eat them.
So how long do you? This is paramount. How long do you let them sit before you put them on the grill, not in the refrigerator?
You don't have to go that long.
Okay. I've never cooked a Wagyu, but with standard steaks, I like this. I don't mind letting them sit on the counter for about 20 minutes to a half an hour. before you grill them.
I've heard some people say that you want to let them get to room temperature, but literally, like the one guy that I follow who I consider the guru of this stuff, he says you'd have to leave. He goes, if you got a 1 pound steak, you're gonna have to leave it sit on the counter for like 3-4 hours to get to room temperature.
And that's true. That's true. But
He says the middle is never going to get to room temperature until the outside starts to oxidize and go weird on you.
and it's going to look brown, and you're going to think it's
Right.
gross, and you're going to be like, I ruined a steak.
And to his point, it's going to warm up really fast on that grill either way, any way you slice it. So the 30 degrees difference, in between letting it set. So his big thing is just to he dry brines them 99% of the time before.
I've never done that to a steak.
So dry brining it is a game changer.
Yeah.
I can tell you it is a total game changer. Changes how what they call the Maillard reaction happens, or Maillard
Yeah.
reaction happens from the fire. Totally changes it. And highly recommend it. Highly recommend it with steak.
Well, there we
So-
go. We got something new to try.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have to do this a couple times this summer with,
Of course.
because I mean, even out here at Willis's, they sell like it's like an A2 or an A3 Wagyu. It's not a super high quality, but it's also pretty cheap. I mean, it's like $35 a pound.
and most people are probably like, I'm not paying $30 for a steak.
But
Never even seen that.
but they only sell it in the summer, and it is a total different experience than any other steak you'll buy around here.
No shit.
And
Guess what we're doing this summer.
I'm picky about steak. Like I don't go to. I've never bought a steak at Walmart. I go to like the meat markets.
I've never bought a steak at Walmart. I can honestly say that. Really, if I'm going to buy a steak now, it's either going to come farm fresh from a farmer where I bought a eighth of a beef, quarter or half, or I don't mind even going up to Brown's up here. They've got a butcher in house.
Yeah.
Or
If they've
I'll-
got a butcher in house.
Or meat markets. I'll go to the Carroll Meat Market. And
Yep.
I haven't been to the one in Sandusky, but yeah.
The one in Sandusky doesn't have much out.
Huh.
So I either go to Johnson's or I go up to Outback, or I go to Outback's a long ways for me to go, and Johnson's has pretty much the same
I
stuff.
drove by Johnson's every day and never stopped there.
Oh,
It's so good. I mean,
she lived
they're,
right across the street from it.
they
I know, but I'm just saying.
they're a great meat market.
Or sorry, to even plug the Port Sound, like even Willis's, though. I'll go
Willis's
there.
has a,
Stacy W is awesome. She's
So I
awesome.
bought steaks from there numerous times.
and we got those steaks from Eric Kennedy that were,
Oh, yeah.
and he has a Wagyu cross.
Yep. So they've got a Wagyu cross. Those steaks from, what was it called? Anyway, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. So
And you said in the summertime they
in the summertime at
Willis's
Willis's,
sells-
they
no
sell
shit.
Wagyu.
Yeah. I'm very picky about where I buy my steaks or acquire my steaks from, too. That I'm going to cook.
fatter
Yeah.
right now. I'm getting fatter. Just thinking about it.
But honestly, you probably, if you ate Wagyu all the time, you'd lose weight because it's so rich
Right.
that you just can't eat a ton of it. It's kind of like eating meat frosting. You know,
That's
Meat frosting.
but
good way
I
to
mean,
put it.
it is a totally different experience than just your regular average steak. It's going to cut super easy. If you do have fat on it, you're happy it's there because it's so good.
Sure.
And the meat is just different.
So let me put this out there because this is a very polarizing subject. Out there, listeners, if you have anything, any tips, any tricks, anything with steak, hit us up on our social media. Let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, let us know. Post it right on the posting for this episode. If you've had Wagyu, if you've had anything, if you've had something better. Maybe you've had Martian butt steak that's better or something. Like,
I've heard those are good, but hard to get a hold of.
Sponsored by Taylor Swift.
let
Yes.
us know. Like, we want, or tips or tricks or
Yeah.
anything. Like, maybe hold the steak above your head and spin around 25 times in counterclockwise and once clockwise.
Quick question though. I'm a virgin, so my first Wagyu that I'm eating after you prepared, say, do you use any condiments?
No.
Oh, no.
A1, hell no.
Okay. I'm just asking.
So the thing is it's very well known in podcast lore and history how I railed against A1. Probably one of the first 5 episodes. I will use it on a lot of things, but never on steak. A1's good, but I would never put A1 on a steak.
The only time
unless
I've ever
it's
put
extremely well done and somebody cooked it wrong.
Yeah, like if I go to Ponderosa or something like that.
Like when we go to Ponderosa, we'll take our bottle of A1
like
because it just, to me, it's a, I don't know, it's fancy ketchup.
Yep.
And like I like A1 on a burger, but not on steak.
Okay.
And I used to when I was younger, I used to like it, and then I'm like, man, this kind of ruins it.
You know what I found A1 is actually really good on? Pork
Eggs.
chops.
Oh yeah, and pork chops.
I love Heinz 57 on pork chops.
Heinz 57 is good too. Very underrated.
Yes, it's very underrated.
So my favorite thing to put A1 on is eggs, scrambled eggs, and hash browns.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit. I gotta try that. And I'm not a big A1 fan at all.
No, I'm not a huge A1. Now Mary is a huge A1 fan. She loves A1 on chicken, beef, whatever. She doesn't care. She loves A1. I like it on hash browns and eggs.
And that's the bottom line.
Because Adam said so.
Yeah.
Boom.
And obviously because I know how to prepare Wagyu, what I say means something.
I don't recall I've never put a sauce on a steak I've cooked myself. Steaks I've gotten in restaurants here and there, or steaks that other people have cooked for me here and there. And most of the time it's because either whatever they seasoned them with was fucking dog shit, or they just overcooked the fuck out of it.
Right. That's what was how I grew up.
Yeah.
My mom was a big well done. I'm a medium rare. I am.
Now, do you ever cast iron pan fry a steak and butter baste it?
No.
Oh yeah.
I haven't.
Oh,
With some rosemary and a few other things once in a
Yeah,
while.
some
Like
garlic.
toss in a little bit of whatever you're feeling like.
yeah.
Oh God, it's so
Not like BTK killer toss in, but
No.
Oh. Yeah. And let me tell you, everybody out there who haven't heard, we might be talking to the BTK killer.
we're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot.
I'm looking at my crystal ball and I have a very positive feeling we
I
can
do
make this
too.
happen.
I do too.
I'm not
I feel
saying
like-
100%, but yeah.
Like we don't have any pull over normal people, but I kind of feel like this guy,
Maybe we found our niche, man. We start talking to fucking serial killers.
maybe he'll come on there and he's like, I'm a huge fan.
Maybe he'll want to host the show once a week.
Yeah.
Would have been wonderful.
And he'd be like, "Here's the problem. You've got to pay $650." I'm like, "You want to host the show once a week for $650? Absolutely,
I'm
dude."
booking you for a year.
Right?
$6.50 and you need to put enough in my commissary account to get a Snickers.
And I'm like, $650 and $1.75. Sure.
And a pack of Winstons. He wasn't.
How about one individual Winston? So
Get a hold of Guido there in the brig with him and be like, all right, you got to spit.
Be like, hey,
Winston. Spit
like-
my Winston.
hey, like BTK, check Joe Salazar's prison wallet over there. He's got something for you. A whole carton.
How do you fit that in there?
Him being a serial killer, do you think he runs his cell level? You know, is he the leader?
I kind of have so in my mind, I don't know if I don't think serial killers are tough. I think they're just nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I think. Okay, so I'm sure he'll clarify this for us, but I think you present yourself as so crazy that no one else really wants to fuck with you.
Yeah, they
Because
don't want to
obviously,
try and match it.
this dude did things to kids, and normally people that go to prison don't last long there.
That's what I was
with
just gonna
that.
say.
But he spent 20 years there, and he's still kicking. So he obviously knows the right buttons to push, and the right people to fuck with and or not fuck with. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said he's the smartest dumb person I ever met. I didn't meet him, but
Well,
just saying.
I mean, just to clarify, he probably isn't dumb. He got away with it for a long
no,
time.
that's why I said he's very smart. He got away for it. His own arrogance fucking got him caught.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you feel invincible if you were doing that and you lasted 30 years without getting caught?
Well, yeah.
Like, I've committed crimes before, never murder. I've never killed anybody to my knowledge. But, like, little petty stuff. And when you feel like you're getting away with it, like, you feel invincible. And you've got that, it's an endorphin thing, I'm very confident.
So I'm going to tell you guys something that I've never revealed before.
Oh, boy.
But back in my younger days, I called Comcast and had them turn off my cable. And I realized that all they did was come out and
Unhook the jumper?
they unhooked a jumper.
Yeah.
So I went out and I hooked that jumper back up. And for a few years after that, I got free cable. So I know what kind of power that is to feel like you got away with something.
Well, my power is, I mean, dropping large rocks into toilets. So, yeah. I mean,
Literally, that's not a metaphor for what
like
you do.
literally having someone else carry out that bidding just so you can see what happens,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
He's not talking about just taking a deuce in a toilet.
I know.
Oh boy.
I wish I would have taken a picture. The whole thing had collapsed upon itself. It looked like the toilet bowl had smashed to oblivion. The tank had rolled forward, and it looked like the saddest old person face you'd ever seen in your life.
Wah, wah.
Right. It was a sight to behold.
I think that should only be 3 wah, wah, wah. I don't like that it's 4.
I've pondered that a little bit.
I don't like that it's 4. It's too many. It's
Too
that
buku.
last one taunts.
Right? It is the taunting, sad trombone.
Yeah, I don't like it. So now that we've talked about toilets and killers, back to food. We need to make this happen a few times this summer.
Oh, of course we will.
I do have a good grill set up for it.
Yeah, we will. And
Especially with me. I mean, I have never had a Wagyu or whatever. I'm sorry, and we have to have the camera on to see everybody's
Oh,
faces.
yeah.
You know,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Have you ever had one?
Well, let's do it. I gotta pee. Entertain the kids. We'll
Did
talk
you say
about
you
this
ever
more.
had one?
I've had, yeah.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So I've had it that I prepared, and I've had it that one other person has prepared. Mm-hmm. I think I did more research. They just basically cooked theirs, and it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was like, holy shit. But if you prepare it right, it is the best thing you'll have.
I can't wait.
It
sounds very, very orgasmic.
it has me like, my mouth is watering
Yes.
thinking about it.
Yes.
It's so good. And you even look at them like you feel it when you're getting ready to put it on the grill, and it feels like it was coated in butter
Right.
because the fat just melts. It melts at room temperature.
So I'm just thinking too, also, I wouldn't be able to cook it because I'd be too scared to fuck up.
Oh, dude, I was so nervous the first time. I'm sitting there with, I've got $120 worth of steak
Yep.
for me marrying the boys, and I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to fuck this up. And Anthony, who actually, he brought the guy that I watched to learn how to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He brought him to me, and he's like, just do this and this and this. And I'm like, it's not that. We gotta. I'm sitting there with a heat gun.
Slow down.
testing. Yeah.
Fan me off right now. I'm
Yeah.
fucking sweating.
Yeah. Wipe my brow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would
But
you,
it was
would
actually
you be
pretty
scared?
easy.
No?
Yeah, but see, she does that stuff all the time.
I know. She's perfect. She is.
See,
She's got
I'm
a
trying to
talent.
get her hyped up about this because
I can tell
she
she-
could take it to the next
Did-
level.
So
She could take it to the next level.
Silent S. She's hyped up right now. I can tell you. She doesn't show too many emotions. She's hyped because the turkey's done.
It's
I'm just saying.
it's very hype worthy. Very hype worthy.
We were just talking about, Phil, like, how nervous would you be with the quality of a Wagyu to cook? Like, would you be nervous to cook one?
No.
Bullshit.
No.
Adam said he was nervous the first time.
I was nervous the first time I cooked one.
$120.
Mainly because I'm sitting there with $120 and 4 not real big steaks. And
Nah.
Final answer?
Those types of things don't make me nervous at all.
No?
Fucked up shit makes me nervous. You can ask this guy. That kind of stuff.
yeah,
no.
like if we're at a different table, doing the podcast, that fucks him up.
Christmas sale fucks him up.
It does.
This guy did cook like an entire on a spit. He cooked an entire Wagyu cow, and they special made a huge spit for it and stuff. That cow was $30,000. Jesus, that would make me nervous. And he was.
Oh. That would make me want to get another colostomy bag.
So the worst thing you could do with any cut of any meat, anything, is overcook it.
Absolutely.
So
Would it sound like what everyone's talking about?
And don't even
you can overcook it in a quick second.
And don't even mind looking or cheating. Like I use meat thermometers. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
I've got the whole meat thermometer thing set up. And
do they make like a Wagyu like jerky? I mean, I'm so stupid.
and I'm not.
But that. Okay, go ahead.
You're not really gonna know. I mean, I can tell a little bit in the feel of it.
They might have just used the tallow in there.
That's what I think
saying.
they did. Yeah.
It's good. It's really good. But I can tell you, like, the price of this, if this was true Wagyu beef, it would be 5 times the cost of that. So they use the tallow in there, which
what I was going with.
I wanted to get him a big old bucket of Wagyu tallow for Christmas, and I didn't. Next Christmas I will, because I got him the big 5-pound bucket, and it's not cheap. Even the tallow for
can I ask
5-gallon bucket.
What do you think this
5-pound
costs?
bucket. These are $30.
I'm buying some.
Actually, almost 40. Almost 40 for 20 or 26 though, right? Yeah, 20 of them. A 20 point.
8 if you do a subscription.
Yeah.
So, Junior, even this stuff right here will change your life. It's a 4-pound tub of Wagyu tallow. At room temperature, it's like a cooking oil.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And it is amazing for anything. So, like, Mary made hash browns. And I know, Cookie, this is not a cooking podcast, but Mary made hash browns the other day. She just took a little dollop of it, like a teaspoon, and put it on the pan before she threw the hash browns on it. Amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. I've used it in stir fries, basically like it would any cooking oil, but it is better than any cooking oil that you're going to use.
Christmas present.
You know what? This shit is so good. Here's what I would do. I would buy the best bacon you could possibly cook, and I would throw a dollop of that shit in there with it when I started cooking it, and it would be amazing.
Yeah.
Am I not wrong?
You are not wrong.
Yeah. 42 ounces. So, but if you look at this though, like they are a great deal. These beef sticks right here, the Epic strips.
They're wonderful.
So this is 1 pound of it. So technically 1 pound of it costs $36, but they're so good. But it's economy of scale. You go by even your Jack Links and you look at it, and it's like for what? Not even quarter of an ounce or quarter of a pound cost $2. So yeah,
They
they're
have
good.
like different flavors. Like
They do. Yeah, Stacy looked it up. She'll show you. Yeah.
okay.
And I'm sure all this shit's good. This is the only one we've had from them, but this was so good that I'd order anything from that company. And yeah,
This is just impossible to find and buy. The only reason I was able to get one is because I had a steak tournament against the Meat Mafia, and they have now paid up their dues. If you have not seen that video yet, I highly recommend you checking it out after this one, because now the first thing I gotta do is to clean it up. Getting a whole tenderloin
So
like this
guy
way
is the
better than buying it
godfather
already
of
trimmed.
grilling.
Not only is it gonna be a lot cheaper,
And
you're
he
also gonna be
loves
able to
doing
use
steak.
the leftovers for other things. Now the first thing to do is to remove all of the external fat and silver skin. For For this, I took my time. I want to go nice and slow and avoid by all costs taking out a lot of meat. And every time I could, instead of using my knife, I went ahead and used my fingers. This part is called the chain.
Yeah,
and it's
isn't that
gonna be
crazy
great
how
for
that pulls
some stir
apart?
fry. We just gotta clean up the external fat. The head, on the other hand, I also have some great uses for it. Removing it nice and slow is the way to go. In the end, I was left to work on the tenderloin itself. That I went really slow, remove all of the silver skin as much as possible, because once I was done trimming everything, this is what I was left with. A fully trimmed A5 olive Wagyu whole tenderloin. This is a very special day. I have never experienced an olive Wagyu tenderloin, and today we're about to find out how good it really is. So this part right here is the head. I'm going to be using it for a future video. Now the little trim is from the chain that I showed you previously. We're going to be making an incredible side dish with this, because now it's time to review
For anybody
the
who
star
can't
of
see,
show,
the
as I need
the
to cut
meat
this tenderloins into
is
steaks.
a
And as
light
soon as I
pink
took my
almost
first
because of all the
slice,
fat
wow,
marbling
it
in
did
it.
not disappoint. This is marbling at its finest. Cutting out 1.5 inch steaks of this caliber of meat is something I might never be able to do again. It's something that I will never forget. Because once I was done, take a look. By far the greatest piece of meat that ever sat down on my cutting board. Since I have several steaks, we're going to be cooking every single one of them a little bit different. And here's how it's going to go down. First, I lay them down on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. This last one will be for a future video. Now that I have them ready, it's time to get it seasoned. I kept it real
And he always
simple.
kinda
A good
puts
amount of
an
salt,
experiment
followed by
twist on
garlic
it.
powder and freshly ground black pepper. But there's one ingredient that goes really well with steaks, and that is butter. And today I'm going to be making two very special butters. The first one involves this, garlic chips. If you've never had it, you don't know what you're missing. Now to cut this thing, you can use a knife. However, if you have a mandolin, it's a much easier job, because the next thing to do is to render a little bit of the trimmings. For that, I threw about half a pound of fat into a non-stick pan. You see, all I'm really looking for is for the fat to render, and that's because I'm going to be using that to fry up the garlic. Because once I was done,
I bet
went
he
ahead and
still
saved
eats
those
that.
fats to make some sandwiches.
I
and
would.
immediately went in with the garlic chips. Now here's the key about frying garlic chips. Keep the temperature as low as possible. It will burn super quick. And another tip I can give you is keep moving it. That way they're not gonna get stuck to each other. Because once you're happy with it, the next thing to do is to go ahead and strain the Wagyu fat. We're going to be using this to make the compound butter. Now to make the Wagyu garlic compound butter is super simple. I first started with a
So
high
I gotta
quality
skip to
butter.
where he
And as
actually
you know,
is
the Wagyu
cooking the
garlic
steak.
fat, as it's hot, it's like this. But if you have avocado oil into my wok, and as you can see, this thing is extremely hot. That was exactly what I was looking for, because you see, I'm trying to get a crust on this as fast as possible. Tossing it up and moving it like this will also give it some wok hay. Once I was done and happy with the color, I went ahead and added that sauce we just made, as the only thing left to do was to go ahead, mix everything together, and plate it up on a nice beautiful dish. Finish it up with a little bit of
I'm not sure I
parsley,
skipped
and
that
this
part.
is today's side dish.
Let's get to where he's actually grilling the steak. Oh, here we go. No real grill marks, just goodness. I have not made a compound butter yet, but I want to do that.
See how those knives go through it?
Right?
Yeah.
It's very smooth.
Well,
All right, everybody.
yeah, it's
Tim in the middle.
yep.
Wow.
All right. So the Wagyu steak episode should be good. This summer when we do Brews and Chews, their show. Should invite Junior along. Buy an extra Wagyu for you.
We should. We should also do one of our own that we could maybe have them do. We could do it different somehow.
We'll have Chef Mike come cook us our Wagyus.
Where's this at?
That would probably be at my house.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's over at Vassar.
Not the 4th of July hot dog eating contest. That's the opposite of Wagyu.
He actually does a video on Wagyu hot dogs, but they're not really Wagyu.
Ugh. Wagyu hot dogs. Get out of here. There's no such thing.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Although I bet you the Wagyu beef lips taste really good.
Lips and assholes.
Yep.
Well, each
I wonder if you can identify which cow it came from.
I just was going to say every asshole's unique. I can't. The podcast has never been the same since we read that factoid, has it? You can be identified via your asshole.
I know.
he's
Get
he's,
DNA
he's
off
looked
your
at
fucking
his a
toothbrush.
bunch.
Put your toothbrush up your asshole. DNA.
That's
Dude,
right.
I don't sit naked in public anymore because of that.
Because you leave your chocolate starfish
Anymore.
anymore. He's been all over. They're like, where in the world is Adam's asshole?
Adam starfish.
That's better.
I used to do that really well. I don't know how you still do it anymore. Not really.
Jesus Christ.
Still got that one though.
Still got that one. What else do we want to talk about?
What?
Do you want some weird factoids here?
Yeah, give me.
For sure.
I got a bunch.
Give a couple. Come on.
All right, here we go. No, I hate that one. We'll cycle through that one. Here we go. All right. All right. We don't know everything in Nixon's tapes. Nixon's White House tapes contain over 3,500 hours of recordings. About 200 make reference to Watergate. By the time of Nixon's death in 1994, only 63 hours had been made public.
Damn.
So they recorded a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Maybe someday somebody will make our podcast public.
Do you think Nixon was a crook?
Yes.
I am not a crook.
I just want to say I'm not a crook.
So Nixon was a crook?
I think so.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, he was a politician.
Yeah, I think
So,
all
I mean, it
politics.
kind of goes
Right.
without saying.
Like them or not,
Right.
crooks.
All right. So the Roman Empire didn't just fall overnight. Yes, Rome was taken by Germanic invaders in 479, which had happened other times, so not much changed that day. The Eastern Roman Empire, which was more important by then, lasted another 1,000 years. Don't care. Do you
I'll be
care?
damned.
Fuck the Romans.
Yeah. They're bathhouses.
Fuck them. You know, isn't that the thing that apparently males think about the fall of the Roman Empire? Is
Right.
that the new generation? That's never even crossed my mind.
No.
Conquering the world has crossed my mind. Thinking about the fall of the Roman Empire means you've already been defeated.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So
Good point.
get your shit straight, boys.
Yeah.
Stop being pussies.
Little bitches.
Here we go. I find this one fascinating that they put this one in factoids. The United States banned interracial marriage for longer than South Africa. But, however, postscript, listen. Famously racist South Africa banned people of different races from getting married between 1949 and 1985. 85, remember that number. 36 years. 37. 36. The U.S.
In
banned
a row?
In a row. The U.S. banned it from 1776 to 1967. So a grand total of 191 years. So sure, it was longer, but more modern South Africa. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Get out of here.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
Fuck that. This one, however, a man tried to blow up George W. Bush. Heard about this? Have you heard about this?
Nope.
I haven't heard.
Have you heard? Do you think a shoe was the worst thing anyone threw at President Bush? In 2005, Georgian national Vladimir Atyayemen tossed a hand grenade at him. It didn't explode, as you probably could guess.
Huh.
Worst thing ever thrown at him?
Hand grenade.
Probably Barbara's bush.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go. The Pony Express was very short-lived. Despite the huge role it plays in the lore of the Old West, this is fascinating. The Pony Express only operated for a year and a half. from March 1860 to October 1861.
Well, you know why it's so prevalent in our history?
Why is that?
Because it's a pleasant part rather than saying, while the Pony Express operated, we were really busy stealing all the lands from the Indians, who weren't really Indians. They were Native Americans that didn't really want to be Americans,
There
but
you
were
go.
forced to. So it's a lot more palatable to say, oh, yeah, the Pony Express, they wrote letters across the plains to get them to people who were killing Indians.
Things that make you go.
Get this. The U.S. government still paid Civil War pensions up until 2008, when the last Civil War widow died. 2008. A veteran's daughter born in 1930 when her father was still in her 80s still gets a paycheck every month. They're still till 2008.
I believe it.
Civil War pensions were paid up until 2008.
I believe it. Bobby Bonilla's still getting paid for fucking the Mets since 1987.
That's true. Bobby Bonilla Day. It's July something 3rd, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
4th of July weekend.
Yeah, it's
But
Bobby Bonilla Day.
But what did she get? What, like
$7.85.
35 cents and 2 pieces of hardtack?
Hardtack. Give her that hardtack.
So this is actually true and fascinating. During World War II, the USSR, the Ruskies, took the brunt of the fighting and the dying. You see very heroic Americans fighting the Reichs in movies, and while that is true, you're not told the true facts that for every one American killed in action, 21 Soviets died.
Damn.
That's a big body count for World War II.
That is. Well, I know they suffered the most deaths in World War II.
Yeah.
Like of anybody. I want to say it was it was 10 million or something.
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was
It was a lot.
a very populous country, though, too.
Well, yeah. Well, when all you have to do is
Drink vodka and screw.
Yeah.
Why don't we get drunk and screw?
They just
All right, postscript, translate that to Russian.
okay.
So that was great. I learned how to speak Russian. Thank you, everybody.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Your accent was good too.
Knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not editing that.
This one I enjoy. The current U.S. flag was designed by a high school student. 17-year-old Robert G. Heft made a 50-star flag for a school assignment when Alaska and Hawaii were given statehood. He got a B-, which was changed to an A when the government adopted the flag.
He probably didn't do it.
His
parents fucking did it.
His
His
parents
parents
called
fucking
the
did it.
serial killer.
While he's playing Madden.
Yeah.
And I bet you some friends of the parents were like, "Oh, we'll get an interview with Betsy Ross." Isn't she dead? But we've got a podcast. We can do it.
Don't worry. We got pull. We got
Yeah.
some pull.
We'll make it happen.
We could definitely make this happen.
If you take this offer, you also get Bob Ross.
Happy trees. All right. We'll see where this one's going. The strongest opposition to the Vietnam War came from older Americans. Yes, visible protesters tend to be young, but according to polls of the time, the young people were more likely to support the war than older citizens, particularly those over 50.
Huh.
So history in the movies has it wrong. Something happened
Well-
in here.
I don't know. An awful lot of young Americans at that time had to learn Canadian.
Donald Trump. Yeah, it was tough for him to learn Canadian. It's a tough language, eh?
I'm Canadian, eh? Oh,
But
yeah,
they're-
you're Canadian.
Oh, you're
go
Ca-
hockey.
With your flappy head and your beady little eyes.
Who's Ontario's hockey team, huh?
Turn over, honey. Let's watch both so we can do a doggy style. We both can watch hockey.
Oh, there. Hockey night in Canada. Jesus Christ.
I always go for the 2-hole.
Well, you don't want to fire it down there at the 5-hole. You might get a little more than you bargained for.
That's true.
The 5-hole.
Take off, hoser.
Shove off back to Hortons, you hoser.
C-A-N-A.
D-A. So, British tanks have long included tea-making facilities. Tanks like military tanks. Before 1945, Brits had to stop and climb out of their tanks for their tea breaks. Since that time, they've been able to remain safely and cozily secluded thanks to built-in boiling vessels.
Aw.
What say you,
That's
Prince Harry?
That's really nice.
Where'd you come up with this shit?
Random research.
I love it.
All right.
Though they had the tea inside, if they had Prince Andrew in there, they still couldn't get within 300 meters of a school.
And get out of tanks.
True. John Tyler's son Lyon was born when his father was 63. John Tyler, the president. Lyon had two sons, Lyon Jr. and Harrison, when he was in his 70s. Both are still around. A 19th century president still has living grandchildren. Isn't that fucked up?
Damn. That was before Viagra.
17 grandchildren?
So he had a child when he was 63, and then that child had one when he was in his 70s, and they're both still had a couple when they were in their 70s. Both are still around. So John Tyler's grandchildren are still alive. He was a president in the 19th century, in the 1800s. Yeah. Isn't that messed up?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. That's insane. What did he have? A wooden dick?
I guess. It's popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
Ouch.
What shoots out?
I hit my funny bone.
That's not funny.
Was not.
Those fucking
The
chairs.
chairs got us both tonight. Got you worse than me, but yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, here we go. 97% of human history has been lost. Humans appeared 200,000 years ago. Writing is only 6,000 years old. That means only 3% of our species' history has been recorded. I mean, there's carvings on a cave wall, I guess.
Yeah, what does that tell us?
When your post only gets 4 unga bungas.
Do you like that one?
Yeah.
I gotta go make a painting on the urinal.
It's
Tell
a
'em
trough.
I'll
It's a
take-
trough.
We'll take a station break and we'll talk about, well, why don't we play a commercial?
I don't know.
But this segment brought to you by PBR. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Doop-a-doop-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't. The closest thing I have to a commercial is. Oh, I turned that down. Sorry.
You could,
From your
Butthole Headquarters.
Yeah.
Which second best drop? Yeah.
So, I actually held the door for the originator of that.
For B.O.B., huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. You probably didn't recognize me.
He's like, you seem like a nice young man. Maybe come by a radio station. I'll offer you a job.
I would pay 15 cents an hour.
I bet you really know your way around Windows 97.
I'm running GeoWorks Ensemble. DR-DOS 6.0.
I bet you still know how to record reel to reel.
You know, we could use a young man like you around there.
We, Russ is dead. But Rusty's. Well, you should come by the station.
From your butthole headquarters.
You know, I've got a whole wall of wax cylinders that need to be filed.
And you should see it. I got these two young men. Oh, one of them's named Lean and one Fury. And they do all my work.
Oh.
The one's lazy. The other one's not so much.
I've got a 52-inch monitor for my computer. It runs Windows 3.1. I can't see it.
I don't. My computer doesn't have a spot for a floppy disk anymore.
My monitor is so big, the pixels look like graph paper.
And then I realized that was the window to the street.
For the last 40 years, I thought I was playing Frogger.
Instead of causing accidents on an elk.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, all right.
You gave up?
You know, Rusty's running the store.
He's doing a good job.
I wish I had a Rusty.
I'm trying to find a Rusty. We're re-drywalling upstairs and it took the station out over the weekend.
Yeah, I don't need to walk with this walker, but it protects me from a full frontal assault.
God damn it. All right, you got me on that one. Uncle, I can't do better. Thank you. I gotta charge it to Joey. Put it on your paycheck. Love you, buddy.
You know,
2 ultras, please, then.
So I can't. The bob offs are always great.
don't we have a large credit here?
Large.
You should.
We really should. We should have gotten a percentage for last weekend. Because they only thought like 20 people for their party.
You
Right?
rocked that house.
There was sure more than that here.
Were you here when we talked about the Gorilla DJ?
Nope.
Oh, we got to bring that up with you.
Yeah.
I want to fly this by you guys because you both work in establishments that do that kind of thing. We're thinking about starting a new thing where we just show up and say we're going to DJ at,
Be like,
at
yeah,
bars.
George
yeah.
hired us.
Yeah.
We're already paid. But then at the end of the night, be like, dude, where's our pay?
Right.
Yeah, we never got paid.
Hey, dirty. Baby, I want my money.
So, yeah, just show up and be like, yeah, we were hired by George.
Just gorilla,
And just start
gorilla
DJing.
DJ. Like, just show up at a bar and with our shit.
That'd be awesome.
I think
you should at least try it once.
we should. Not around here. Not at bars that know us.
Yes.
But just show up and be like, we were hired to DJ tonight.
Yes.
Well, how do you think that would go over? If someone showed up and just said, we were hired to DJ tonight. But, yeah.
It's got to be more of a bar atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't do this. Yeah. Wouldn't do SL. We do, yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if you go up to the Blue and do that, Jeannie knows you. And he's like, oh, okay. And give you money.
Probably, yeah.
Or pay you in beer.
Probably.
You wouldn't be upset with that, would
Well,
you?
no, shit. If we got anything out of it, our drinks comped, I'd be great with it.
You should go to a...
As long as we can throw out a tip jar, because if I know we're going into it and we haven't gotten paid
Right.
anything, a stipend, I don't like tip jars. I don't like the ideal. But if we were there doing it, like I said, like Gorilla Bar, like Gorilla DJ, I wouldn't have. Would you throw out a tip jar maybe?
Yeah, I think I've thrown out a tip jar once, and for a DJ, it doesn't seem to go over well. If you're doing live music, tip jars do well.
Yeah.
But for a DJ, they know that you're
So,
not really doing it.
It wouldn't make anything.
Probably not. It might at the right place.
Senior bingo hall.
Just toss out your Venmo on social media.
Well,
and
that's
be
what I was
like,
going to say. We need to put our Venmo on a card.
There you go.
There-
Venmo your requests too,
Yeah, $2.
That is-
$2 a request.
or $1.
No,
Right.
no, you can't extort. Just say, want your request played priority? Venmo. That's it. Don't associate any amount of money with it. That's extortion. But say, want your request played? Here's our Venmo.
Yeah.
Touch Tunes and AMI do that.
Right.
You want to priority your song next,
But
it's an extra quarter.
yeah. Well, more
That's
than that.
extortion.
Yeah, in a way.
It wouldn't be any more. I mean, doing it as a DJ wouldn't be any more.
But you can't demand a certain amount.
No,
And
no.
you want to leave
Well,
it
they
open-ended
do.
anyway, because some drunk asshole is going to want their song played next, and they're going to pay you $10. So why sell yourself short and say $1? Your song's going to get priority.
That's true. True. But I'm for it.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good time.
I'm in. I will go out with you guys.
Would you dress up in a gorilla costume, or at least go shirtless?
Or
who
either,
you're talking to.
or dress up as a banana, or in a banana hammock.
As
All
a
the
banana.
above. Yes.
So a banana in a banana hammock.
Probably not the banana hammock because one raisin would be gone.
You know, Silent S did smile a little bit when you suggested that.
Right. Sold.
That tells me he's got an array of
Bitch. So
Yes,
the
I
future this summer is the summer of Gorilla DJ.
What if we just showed up at a park where you know they have a pavilion with electricity in it, and you just set up and started playing, and just play like at a kids'
Well,
park and just
why-
start playing the
why
most
you-
inappropriate stuff.
Okay.
Like Baby Shark fucking all day long?
So
No,
sans the inappropriate stuff, but that's actually pretty brilliant. Like, just show up at a random, show up at the fucking the gazebo in Sandusky and just plug in like Kevin Cohn does and just start DJing randomly.
Yeah.
Like I swear he does during the summer, just randomly like, oh, there's an event going on out there. I'll plug in there like, fuck.
Yeah.
Why is he playing Thunderstruck for the 34th time?
There's a band playing tonight, and they brought their own sound equipment. Why is Kevin running it?
Right. No, that's not a bad. None of this is. There's no bad ideas with Gorilla DJ. Just like, fucking do it, man. Let's just fucking go out.
We got to find out where other DJs are DJing and go there and set up like an hour before they do.
No, that's the beauty of it. And Gorilla DJ and get out. Be like, after 1 hour, show up. When they show up and start unloading their shit, you'd be like, oh man, then
Sorry.
we're out in a little bit, man.
We
sorry.
talked to what's his name or her
wait.
name?
Sorry, we were just booked for a little bit here, and yeah, we'll get out. And if the natural number comes around, like, well, what'd they pay you guys? Be like, oh, what'd they pay you guys? And whatever they mention, make it like 5 times that.
Oh man, we get like 2,500 a night.
Man, we just got 2,500 to play for this hour.
But we bring them in. You know, we're getting close to the end of our set. People start leaving.
Yeah. Should have been here earlier, man.
They asked who was next.
Yeah.
We told them.
We were chilling, man. We had like 775 people out here. And
We could do gorilla trivia and like go in and not give people shitty answers credit for them.
all of these ideas are great ideas.
I like gorilla everything.
Yes.
Just guerrilla life, dude. Fucking guerrilla life.
So, you know, I've got
Just
that.
go in and do before, like go into Walmart and the fucking lady like checking out shit, just toss her to the side and just start fucking checking shit out for her.
I already do that. It's called the self-checkout.
Gosh.
So we could pull up at random places. I've got that enclosed trailer that has the solar panels and the power in it. We could pull up random places with the DJ equipment set up in the back, fold down the back door, and just start DJing.
Yeah, I like that.
I do like the the other gorilla things, so much, but gorilla DJ is awesome, dude.
Oh, I like that idea a lot.
Just gorilla DJ.
Yes.
We go to like the STD and we all get STD shirts, you know,
Yeah.
wherever we go.
Staff.
Have staff shirts on there and start DJing.
Yeah.
So what we should do is literally have seafood night here, and then have the shirt that just says "I got crabs at the STD."
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. And we'll have those T-shirts for sale.
Right. Cash in on merch.
Hey, that's one way we can get our money. We could put that on our T-shirt shop.
Good. I got crabs at the old STD.
Yep.
Could we guerrilla DJ for Eddie, like, on a day?
We
Like,
showed
come
up
up
to Gorilla DJ
the
for
radio
Eddie on
station
a
and just
day.
DJ?
Oh, that would be so good.
Or if he was doing a live thing and just show up and start playing music in the
We do guerrilla
background.
swap shop.
Lights out.
I know
Gorilla swap
cookies
shop.
in. I know cookies in.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
I want to do all of this. I'm going to make time to do all of this.
Oh, if they had IP phones up there, if they had anything but like a copper line that went right into the building, hack and intercept that line,
Dude,
record your own swap shop.
pirate gorilla swap shop.
Dude, see his eyes just get up? He's already in.
From the parking lot of Satellite Broadcasting, this is Gorilla Swap Shop.
Should we do it at a Chinese restaurant?
I do
The
want
English about... Yeah, I'm just saying.
gorilla DJ.
That's not
though.
chicken.
We have to do gorilla DJ.
We do.
Please.
We do. We need to get some people involved for a film crew.
And do gorilla DJ.
Yep.
We just show up, act like you're supposed to be there, and be like, fucking Reggie hired me, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is where we set up. This is where I set up last time.
always act like you're supposed to be there.
Yep. This is where I set up last time.
This is where I set up last time, and last time I was drinking Bud Light. I don't do that anymore. Bring us all the Coors Light you can. Reggie said it's fine.
Yeah.
I have to do a little cop work and like we went to like the Mint or something, like go eat there for a day, you know, have lunch and find out what the managers' names are.
Oh, I already got all that.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, Gorilla DJ.
I love it.
I like it.
Who's gonna complain?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I can't picture
I think
it.
we should start at Shady's. I think that would happen.
We could.
I think Shady's would be the perfect place to start at. I'm just saying because Sarah knows all of us, and we're just saying, hey, Sarah, you know, if Sarah's there all the time.
First episode
gonna
of
tell
Gorilla
any-
DJ.
She is not going to tell any of us to leave because she knows us.
That would be hilarious. It would be hilarious anywhere. But that might be a good test run.
We got to practice. We got to build our confidence. We got to figure it out, like get the feng shui of how we're going to do this.
Right.
But eventually, I don't want to go to places where they know us at all from anyone. Like we just walk
I
in.
can keep
Like we just walk in and be like, "We're the DJs here tonight."
I can keep a straight face through anything.
Oh, same.
Like
And if they're
I can tell
if
you
they're
right
like,
now, I'm
we-
not on a podcast, and you believe me.
if they're like, "We already have a DJ for tonight," I'm like, "That's fucking rubbish. You don't want that guy.
Yeah, that's why we're
He
here.
diddles kids."
We're from the TV show DJ Rescue.
DJ Rescue! Holy shit!
Have people in camera like go and buy some like big old cameras that we're not even running, and have
Well, I
people walk
told
in
you
with
my
those.
plan. I told
Yeah.
you get a big old VHS camcorder, and I'm gonna put a GoPro on the top, and I'm gonna put my booze in it with a straw coming down, so I can drink my drink and then have the GoPro on the top and be like,
Where was the place where you guys got your own beer at? That bar that you didn't like?
that was a stumble in, yeah.
I think we should start there.
You're gonna DJ for nobody?
Gorilla DJ.
Like on the weekend.
Okay, but don't wake anybody up.
I think that would be. I mean, they don't know you. They didn't know you when you walked in. You guys got your own beer.
Yeah.
Like
I cannot-
kind of like that. I think that place would work out perfect.
I
Yeah,
cannot
it might.
wait to
It
Gorilla
might.
DJ. I cannot wait to do this.
Just for to pop the cherry.
Yeah.
So in the summer too, once this kicks off and once we build our confidence and once we figured it out, we can like troll around like Port Huron or maybe like Bay City, Saginaw at the parks. If there's a little kids party going on, just walk out and start setting up our equipment and play music and be like, Gorilla DJs.
Yeah, 3-year-old's birthday playing fucking Get Low, Pop That Pussy.
Yeah.
Steel Panther and ICP.
Absolutely. You feeling me?
I'm 100%.
Word.
Chuck E. Cheese won't be the same anymore.
I'm in. I'm fully in.
Are we going to print out cards?
Here we are.
Business cards?
With the Venmo on it.
Yes.
And to send your request to with the Venmo on it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the Stumble Inn would be an awesome place because didn't you say you guys scheduled that and you walked in? They didn't.
Oh yeah,
know
they
the
didn't
fuck-
say a goddamn word to us.
Understandable that it concerns me that nobody was there, but
Yeah, well,
you were there on a Monday.
I was kind of told that the reason that they wanted us to come in was because they had been so slow, but she took so long. We could have promoted it, but she took so long to get back to me on it and
then
actually make arrangements.
And then we walked in, and apparently the bartender was having a bad day.
Yeah.
Sleepy
you say
day?
nobody emailed you at all? Like replied to you? You emailed
Oh.
somebody, didn't you?
No, they replied to me and yep, you're all set for.
But I'm saying after the fact.
Oh yeah, no, they I didn't reach out to them and they haven't reached out to me.
Right. You know what would be awesome too? Like summertime would be awesome and going to like Deckerville days and just setting up like at a cornhole tournament.
We could
Like
do that.
shit like that.
Yeah.
And you know everybody, they ain't gonna send you home.
No.
They're not gonna send you home.
We could go in and we could go up somewhere during the Thumb Festival and set up.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
This summer's going to be fucking awesome.
Go up and set up for the 3-on-3 tournament.
Yeah.
Play just the worst songs for basketball.
The
Like
final
old school
countdown.
country.
Final countdown.
No,
Or-
like old school country.
or Adele.
Here's Hank Jr. or Hank Sr. again.
All Toby Keith.
Toby. Oh,
The
Toby
the
Keith.
Macarena.
No, Toby Keith will get him pumped up. You got
Too
to.
soon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what a dick move.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
God. America.
We got to go to a 90-year-old's birthday. Just set up. At
All
the
old
park.
folks' homes.
Put the volume on 10.
Oh, dude.
At bingo, like a bingo hall.
Drive around and wait until you see like the tent set up over a grave.
Especially a
This was his last will and testament.
It's like a military fucking.
Old John here. Old John here said he wanted to hear the
Go to like a fishing derby. Just set up at a fishing derby.
Dude.
go set up on someone. No, go set up on somebody's boat with your
The rabbit shoot. Go to a rabbit shoot. Just start
or
playing
the
music.
squirrel hunt.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got a lot of options.
We do. We
A
do.
bar mitzvah, just fucking play nothing but.
And take all the equipment so it's loud.
Jesus Christ.
Take like all 10 speakers we got.
Just blow.
You know,
What would be the gold medal? What event would be the gold medal? Go to a wedding at a hall?
so if we went up to Tractor Supply on the Get Your Animal Fix Day and just played NSYNC's Bye 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 over and over.
Would you come up with this shit?
That's the key right there. Bye,
Well, you
bye,
asked me what like
bye.
my ideal thing would be, and that would pretty much be the pinnacle for me.
Oh my god. What would yours be? Can you top that?
Probably finding some Jewish fuckers, going to a brisk and playing Bye Bye Bye. Because there goes your foreskin.
Oh Jesus.
There's got to be a song about tip or something.
I'm saying going to like a hospital and there's a heart transplant and playing Achy Breaky Heart.
Or
That would be all right.
that'd be great too. Or going to a house fire.
Yes.
And playing to the windows, to the walls, to the sweat drops down my balls as the house is burning down.
Oski
Like
skeet,
just
motherfucker.
just set up at a house fire.
There you go.
You know, we could go to the Mackinac or the Port Huron to Mackinac race and just play that wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald over and over.
That's a good one too. Gorilla DJ, bitch.
Hell yeah. You never know what you're going to get.
Not necessarily the DJ you wanted, but the DJ that you need.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
DJ. Blah. Fuck. Gorilla DJ.
You two are fucking amazing.
Let's make this happen.
We need to.
So where do we start off at? Where,
I don't know.
where do we start?
We
That's
start.
the beauty
we
of
have
it.
to build. The world is our oyster.
Yeah.
We can walk into literally. We can't leave here and do it tonight, but this weekend we could walk into any establishment and be like,
go to Taco Bell,
yeah.
play the Macarena.
Or walk in. That's even better. Walk into places that normally have DJs and say, well, we're the DJ tonight.
I still say setting up at a funeral and playing like Thriller or
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, or anything by White Zombie.
All right.
We should. Do we get choreography dancers?
Well,
like
I was thinking
Thriller?
a flash mob would be great.
I don't
Flash
know
mob
about
would be
that,
great.
but yeah, why not?
Should we?
Yeah.
Should we like throw a bunch of names in a hat and pick one out, and that's where we start?
Maybe let fate rule
That
it
could
for
be
us.
possible.
That's a good idea.
I kind of like that idea.
Spin the wheel. You know,
Spin the wheel.
We could have a whole ceremony with it.
random draw, and that's where we start.
All right. I got to pee.
Yep.
Entertain the kids. Gorilla
right.
DJ.
We should
Figure
have
it
a
out.
DJ
Sort
in
it
the
out.
fucking bathroom while he pees.
There you go.
Be a small tip jar.
Small tip.
Yeah.
No, seriously though. I mean, all the different things you have with that.
I'm wound
And
up.
then when somebody questions you, you seriously tell them, "We're with the TV show DJ Rescue." So we need like three people one person to hold a big microphone over us, and two people to film, and another one to stand there and act like they're pissed off about the way the shot went.
Sure.
And Phil and I'll set everything up and get ready to go. And what's your Wi-Fi password? We need your fucking Wi-Fi password. Stat. Aliens?
I don't think that we should go where there's another DJ at. That would be cool, like in the middle. I want to see how it would work out, just an empty place.
Yes. It would be best, like, maybe that would be a later episode deal.
I'll tell you right now, I got a lot of ball, but I don't know if I could do it right away.
Oh, like ambush another DJ?
Yeah, that would be like in the middle, like when I know this could be cool, but there's gonna be a fight. Cops, I think, would be involved.
Oh, dude, but that's the thing. We'd have to go in and enforce. We'd have to have like 5 people,
Yeah, we're-
6 people, because most DJs are going to go in 1, maybe 2 people.
Yeah, we follow Adam and Phil all the time.
Yeah. Oh, we're big DJ groupies.
Yeah,
When Phil needs a handy, I'm there.
yeah, I'm a fluffer.
Yeah.
I need a what every night?
When Phil needs a handy, we're there.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
we were just talking about like I don't think I could start off going in where another DJ is. That's like extreme. I want to baby
Oh,
steps.
you want to see me do it?
No. I know that you would do it.
I'll be like, yeah.
I want to be involved in this.
You suck. You've been relieved.
Just
Gorilla
think-
DJ, take your paycheck. Get the fuck out of here.
And you're done.
That could start another program called DJ Wars. Oh. That's with other DJs.
So then you show up and you're like, what are you paying him? 300? Do it for 250.
Yeah.
Do it for $250.
That and the songs that you're playing, you pop that pussy, and then you're like, my neck, my crack, my, yeah, and then you're like,
Lick my pussy and my back.
drop the microphone. What do you got next? How
DJ
long?
Wars.
Yeah, that's a Gorilla DJ and DJ Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not out there yet, is it?
No,
Yeah.
I like it.
And we could possibly have BTK fucking host them.
DJ Wars, Gorilla DJ with the BTK Killer.
Fuck.
Hey, all y'all out there in Radioland.
He's got a higher pitch voice. I think.
Hey, all y'all out
Yeah, there you go.
We can make it happen.
I got a lot of shit going in my head right now. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
Got me sprung. Like
Well, that's-
GHC would
I'm
say.
telling you,
I'm hard.
man. I want to do this fucking Gorilla DJ thing. Like,
We
where
like
we
it.
just,
Larger than large.
if we don't go to Hot and Now this weekend, we need to Gorilla DJ somewhere.
Oh, we got to go to Hot Now this weekend. Oh, did we find out, is there one in Roseville?
Yeah, it's on Martin and Gratiot.
Are you sure? So caught up in you.
No, I wonder if my sister's up. She would know. I'm Bluetooth that. She was just in Port Huron this weekend.
Says one location on the Google.
That's it.
In Sturgis.
In Sturgis?
Yeah, it's in Sturgis. It does have 2,443 Google reviews. 4.5 stars.
How far is Sturgis?
Nice. 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Make for some great podcasts, though. Like, we'd record down there and back. And we'd have to do some sort of video.
So you guys can't go.
When is it?
We're looking at doing it this weekend.
Okay, I will not be there.
Where are you at this weekend?
State bowling tournament.
Which does not have a Hot Now.
Nope.
Where do they have that at?
That would be at 14 and a half in Shaner, Sterling Lanes.
Oh, nice.
You know, I do find it ironic that they have high school. This is my only problem with bowling. Like, when they first started having it, is like you have a high school event basically at a bar. And I just always thought that was curious because
Oh, I love it.
they always said, "Oh well, they don't serve alcohol." But I literally was up at Liberty Lanes for one, and I'm watching 85% of the dads go to the bar, grab a beer, and then
Oh yeah.
walk back
So they
out.
serve them out here?
What's that?
They serve beer during a high school tournament?
Well, yeah, because the bar was open.
Yeah.
Well, they don't do them down in the city. Plus, I've been at one in Lexington with my cousin's kid, and they didn't serve beer, and it was 5 o'clock.
To anybody?
Nope.
Huh.
Nope. Not
It was
at all.
5 o'clock?
It was a high school meet.
Really?
Yep.
No, I've seen this over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And they charged, in Macomb, they charged $5 a person, too, to get in.
Huh.
That goes to the schools, supposedly. And the seating is fucking atrocious, man. I'll tell you. People have chairs, like lawn chairs up to here. They have periscopes. No bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous.
That is pretty ridiculous.
And I can guarantee you that capacity is over the fire fucking department limit. We're packed in there like sardines, and that's getting there at 7 o'clock in the morning when the tournament doesn't start till fucking 8.
Off-season wrestling tournaments are like that. Like in-season ones through the high school are not.
Really?
But the off-season ones are insane. Massively packed. I mean, you're going to huge places. You're not going to a high school gym. You're going to arenas and they're full. It's crazy.
Huh.
It is. but I'm still for guerrilla DJing.
Me too. Me too.
I really wish they would have had high school bowling when I was in high school.
They did.
Not around,
Not around
here.
here.
You didn't have a team?
Yeah, no.
It started.
Well, of course they had bowling. I mean,
Well,
Flintstone
it was a
bowled.
club. It was called a club when I was a sophomore. So that would be 90, 91.
So
That's when it started.
To put frame of reference to you, I bowled in men's leagues because around here I had no youth leagues I could go to. When I was 15 years old, I went to Michigan State bowling tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was actually 21, I won the whole thing. Yeah. So
I won it twice,
I think I would have done pretty well in high school.
but that was for high school. But it was only a club. It wasn't a sport.
No, I'm a state champion. Yeah.
I am too.
Nice.
Not me.
They had 11,000 bowlers in that tournament. But in high school, we didn't have it. So,
Right.
yeah. But I also, at SVSU, I made the bowling team. And, yeah. So I'm a two-sport collegiate athlete. I've talked about that before.
Yep, you have.
Athlete.
Bowling's a competition, though,
Yeah.
because it can only be a sport if someone's trying to stop you. So if they'd put a defensive in front of the pins,
What's that?
if they put a defensive man in front of the pins while you're bowling,
Defensive.
defensive man,
Gotcha.
it changes the game.
So I would
dramatically.
not prefer, if I was bowling, I would not prefer the defenseman to be in front of the pins, but on the approach, and then I could take him out, and I'd be fine with that.
I think it would be
Yeah.
a lot better for
Does that make any sense? Like,
Well, yeah.
put him on the approach, I'm going to be like, bah!
right.
Yeah, but somebody would change it to where, okay, you can't touch them, you can only heckle them.
I think it would be a lot better if they put for Phil Nickel, even at the age of 15, put defensemen in front of the bar.
Oh. Touche.
Yeah, that person wouldn't stand a chance.
You would be a 10-time, 100-time fucking state champion.
Dong.
Well, notice he didn't win until he was 21 when he could drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touche.
It's like, I think with the robot competitions, to hell with like trying to put a ball in a bucket or whatever the hell they do. Battle those fuckers. Total battle bots like on TV. Just some 9th grade kid that put hundreds of hours into that thing sitting there crying because it's laying in pieces.
Do you think they will ever have MMA in high school or junior high?
MMA?
Have
Yeah.
you ever been to a high school wrestling meet?
Yeah.
It's not far off. I mean, it is the only combat sport that they have in high school.
I think that would be huge. Though. Cage fighting. Do you think that would ever pass?
Oh, no. No, because of the risk of injury that will carry with you through your life.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
They're
getting
so-
knocked the fuck out, even
I mean,
though.
they used to have boxing in high school,
That's why I
but
brought it up. I
they
knew
kind of
that.
got rid of it because we're so afraid of concussions now. But that's why kids get concussions.
Because they're afraid of them.
No,
If you're afraid of a concussion, you're going to get a concussion.
They have hockey
So-
teams.
Here's my whole theory on the whole concussion thing. We didn't see them as much when we were kids, and granted, they didn't look for them as much. But we also, I can't tell you before I played high school football or any kind of organized football with pads, how many times my head bounced off the turf in my backyard playing with the kids in the neighborhood. And kids don't do that anymore. So they get into high school, they don't know how to take a fall. They don't know how to take a hit. And now they're getting to where they don't practice. This is even becoming an issue in the pros. I was actually watching a video on this. People don't know how to tackle anymore because they only practice like 1 or 2 days a week with pads where they practice tackling and things like that. And in high school, you can only practice, I think, 2 days a week with pads now.
But also, too,
That's it? Are you serious?
Yeah.
when we went to high school,
It used to be Mondays were walkthroughs with no pads, and Tuesday and Wednesday were full pads. Thursday were pads, but kind of a walkthrough, and then Friday was the legit. Yeah.
but the way that we learned and got taught to tackle,
Was by tackling?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, but hit and hide, the helmet to helmet shit now, you get penalties and everything. That's how we were taught how to tackle.
Yeah, ear hole to ear hole.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a spur of the moment tackle, but you still get a flag on it nowadays.
You know, the other thing
But that's
too
how
is
we were brought up, and that's how we were
Same.
taught to
Oh, yeah.
tackle.
they have made the pads so well now that like you don't feel anything when you hit somebody with your helmet or your shoulder pads or anything. They're so over the top protective that they become kind of weaponry. You know, I mean, you launch a 250-pound guy at somebody. Yeah, that's a missile, and especially as fast as they run now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I remember shit used to hurt. And if you endured it once, you're not going to do the same thing again. Like,
Right.
you learn. That's how you learn.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going to tuck my head in. I'm going to tuck my head out. And we're going to fucking tackle this motherfucker with my shoulder, you know?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we should probably get out of here.
Gorilla DJ.
Gorilla DJ BTK all the way.
When's somebody going to gorilla podcast us?
They can have this anytime.
We should have a podcast.
BTK, serial killer, you got this.
We should do a podcast where we just put our significant others in front of the mics and have them podcast. You'd have to not be Silent S.
Oh, man.
I like it.
Would be surprised.
I bet it'd be good. Probably be way better than what we do.
Silent S, Silent N, and Mama Nickel and Mama Laskowski.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That's a good idea.
Fuck.
All right, sold.
We
Let's
got
do
a lot
it.
of shit brewing.
Yeah. We got a
I'm
lot of shit to
fucking-
do.
I'm
We got our work
intrigued.
cut out for us.
They have a lot of things they want to talk about.
I'll tell you right now, if we get BTK on the fucking, oh my Lord.
It's going to happen.
Oh,
Yeah. My wife said the other day, you don't take no well for an answer, so it'll happen. And Phil's worse than I am.
That's true. That's very valid.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking up other serial killers that are still alive,
we are
too.
all very Adam and I are very relentless. We don't fuck around.
I'm
Yep.
still going to be looking up other serial killers that are still alive.
You want to talk to them all?
Fuck yeah.
You know what would be great if we could get like 3 of them and like
All at once?
conference call them, and they
Like
could compare
Skype?
notes.
Like
Talk
Skype?
amongst yourselves.
Yeah, just you know what, and they at first they you know like they'd be like a 1,000-pound polar bear because they'd have a hard time breaking the ice,
Yeah.
and after that,
And you guys would be like the fucking godfathers of like
Yeah.
letting us all shit for starting, you know?
What if we find out that the BTK killer would have killed himself in prison a long time ago if he could figure out a way how to jerk off afterwards?
that'd be beautiful. And
mean,
we could
that's-
tell them, you like, I've had this exact scenario in my dreams. I'll tell you how it goes. Here, you want to hear it? Here it goes.
Yeah. Just do it on your way out.
And then a day later he's dead, and we're like,
I just see some.
did I just kill a man?
I call it the David Carradine.
I call it the
thing that we always
It's the most
wanted,
perfect thing.
And P&A Podcast is going to be on the TV worldwide because of this. This is just, it's going to be.
There's a huge
Phil-
movement to
Phil's
cancel
gonna
these
have
fuckers.
too many Christmas fucking ales, and he's going to get into a fucking fight with him.
So what's going to happen is Joel Osteen will be on the news, and he'll be like, I just got done watching the surveillance tapes, and it's the second worst thing I've seen this week.
Oh, fuck those guys. Jesus Christ.
Yes. He's going to make this happen. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus, I love him very much.
Yeah. Mission, Texas.
Likewise.
Hit the ball very far. Curveball, bat afraid.
Oh, now don't start going there and start a holy war. Are you telling me our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ can't hit a goddamn curveball?
Joe Boo needs another refill.
This is Jesus speaking. Likewise.
All right.
All right. Should we get out of here?
I guess the lights are flashing. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel.
We have it on video, Rocky.
Phil Nickel. Gorilla DJ is going to be a thing. Junior, thanks for joining us. Silent S. Stacy, sorry. Bah! We have so many silents.
You baffled him.
God damn it.
This is the remix.
Stay tuned for Gorilla DJ. Coming to a town near you. Coming on you. We'll do it.
That's BTK.
Oh, shit.
Coming on you.
Also, serial killer talk. You got it.
Starring Count Chocula.
Does he count or is he chocolate?
Frankenberry.
Nice. So, from all of us here at the,
This thing.
yeah, P&A Podcast Express, Gorilla DJ Station, make good choices.